Now on Fox 23 News at 5.
Busing battle. Some parents in Greenwich are up in arms after finding out certain students will now have to walk to school on roads like this instead of taking the bus.
From the 10 o'clock news team, Fox 23 News at 5 starts right now.
A school bus battle is brewing in Greenwich. It has dozens of parents angry and worried about the safety of their kids as they're getting to and from school. Some may have to walk on some busy roads. Fox 23's Julie Tremmel joining us now to explain why. Julie.
John, this is the letter Greenwich School Superintendent Matt Donnelly sent out to local parents. In short, it informs moms and dads who live within 1 mile of the central school that school bus transportation will be eliminated, which means the kids will now have to walk. Route 29 in Greenwich is a windy, well-traveled road, and starting this fall, more students from K through 12 will be walking or biking in this general area every day. Greenwich Central School recently announced some school bus services will be cut due to budget constraints.
Anybody within a mile, bus service has been excluded from the budget this year.
This is one of the Greenwich roads young students would have to walk down in order to get to school. As you can see, there are no sidewalks. The speed limit is 45 miles an hour, and sometimes the vehicles fly.
They'll be walking on truck routes, roads with no shoulder, and roads that are just backcountry roads where people tend to drive far faster than the speed limit.
Well, I was shocked, actually. Our road is just so unsafe for walking. I don't even like to walk on our road because there is no shoulder, there's a lot of blind spots, and people fly on it. It's so unsafe.
It's absurd. It's totally absurd. I wouldn't even allow an adult to walk 29. Never mind have children.
These parents say they have voiced their concerns with the district.
Several parents have made calls actually to Laura Hall, who's on the board, and we've basically been stonewalled, saying that this decision's been made.
Well, I think there should have been a discussion. There should have been a dialogue. We were just told, this is it and this is how it's going to go.
Now, Fox 23 News did reach out to the Greenwich School District, but officials declined to comment, instead referring us to this letter on the website. The parents we spoke with are planning to attend the regularly scheduled school board meeting at 7 p.m. on Monday night at the Greenwich Central School. In the studio, Julie Tremmel, Fox 23 News.
Ought to be a lively meeting, Julie. Thank you. Local state police here.
Now on Fox 23 News at 10.
Bus battle. Concerned parents call for change after a plan to cut bus service for some students in Greenwich.
The 10 o'clock news. Fox 23 News at 10 starts right now.
Good evening to you. I'm John Gray.
And I'm Ann Hughes. First on Fox, the busing battle continues in Greenwich. Tonight, dozens of parents went to a Board of Education meeting to voice their concerns over a recent budget cut that eliminates bus service for students who live within a mile of campus.
Fox 23's Julie Tremmel joining us now from Greenwich to explain why the parents are so worried. It's basically the road, right, Julie? They don't like that road.
Several different roads, John. This road we're standing on right now is quiet, but moms and dads we spoke with say some of the roads their children will have to walk up and down to get to and from school are dangerous, narrow, have no sidewalks, and lots of speeding vehicles. And to make matters worse, they say they only found out about this major change from a letter that was sent home just a few weeks ago.
I don't want my 5-year-old walking 29.
Christina Cicera is talking about State Highway 29, a road her kids ages 5, 6, 12, and 17 will have to walk to get to and from school if this budget cut sticks.
I'm never still going to expect my children to walk down a state highway where there's 18-wheelers going by, numerous at a time, and that somebody will get hurt.
So Christina and other parents voiced their concerns about what they're calling a surprise budget decision at this Board of Education meeting.
If you let the families know in April or March, January, you start the budget process in January, that this was under consideration, then you may have had a crowd and we could have had some of these discussions back before the budget was set.
The superintendent of schools says the decision to cut bus service for those 50 or so affected families wasn't reached lightly, is not final, and was due to a major financial crunch in the district.
We're equally as concerned about the safety of their children, and we're going to look very closely at those areas, and we'll make decisions in the best interest of the children.
Some parents brought their young children to the meeting, hoping that would make an impact.
I'm very happy they're listening to us. I'm happy they want to form a study group to work on this issue. I am very fearful about the short time frame, and that concerns me because school is 3 or 4 weeks from now, and I don't feel very confident after tonight that my child will be on a bus.
Now, all of the parents after the meeting tonight left their names and phone numbers on a sheet of paper, agreeing to meet with school officials to talk about some options that the superintendent was actually in favor of to fix the problem. Some of those options include adding some new signage, maybe even adding some sidewalks in certain areas, and potentially even applying for something called a child safety zone that may get them some grant money to help fix these problems. But with school only 3 weeks away, these parents worry if it's soon enough. Live here in Greenwich, Julie Tremmel, Fox 23 News.
All right, Julie. Thank you for joining us. I'm John Gray.
And I'm Ann Hughes. First tonight, starting in just a few weeks, students in Greenwich may have to walk along a busy state highway just to get to school.
This change is a result of a new budget that's going to really cut the bus service for people who live 1 mile or less to their school. Fox 23's Julie Tremmel attended a meeting along with lots of concerned parents tonight. Julie, the issue has not been resolved at all, right?
No, it has not, Ann and John, and with school only about 3 weeks away, some parents are just concerned about the safety of their children and angry that it's come down to this. At issue tonight are some busy, narrow, fast-moving local roads here in Greenwich, streets that include State Highway 29 and North Road, which have no sidewalks, yet their children will have to walk up and down them to get to school. So parents made their opinion of the change known here at this Board of Education meeting tonight. Some moms and dads upset that the major change wasn't highlighted or discussed with them before the budget cut was approved.
I'm never still going to expect my children to walk down a state highway where there's 18-wheelers going by, numerous at a time, and that somebody will get hurt.
It's a very tight budget year, and transportation is very expensive to school districts, as you might imagine, and through this decision we were able to reduce 1 bus within our district, which is quite a bit of money in total.
Now tonight, all of the concerned parents agreed by putting their name on a sheet of paper and their phone number to meet with school administrators in the next few days to discuss some of the options that were discussed at the meeting. Some of those choices included potentially adding more signage, maybe having a crossing guard or two, or maybe even installing some sidewalks, but that's not free either. So some of the parents had some ideas, maybe even using some of the buses that are already in use but are not full of children. So this issue is still very much up in the air. Here in Greenwich, Julie Tremmel, Fox 23 News.
A gunman in Texas